So first of all, let's talk about Nicki Minaj. SpaceX launched its first mega rocket, and the model is named Starships V3. And of course, they were going to invite Nicki Minaj because if you do not know, well, she is the one behind the hit record Starships. So obviously, it made sense for Elon to be inviting her to the launch. That being said, Elon himself has quoted her lyrics over and over again on Twitter, and of course, it would make sense for him to also invite the creator behind the hit song that goes well with the concept of his rocket. And of course, Nicki honored the invite and attended. And so there was a little interview when she was asked about that, and she looks really good. She looks healthy. She looks beautiful. And of course, some people who do not know exactly how long this woman's catalog is or how many her eras are, because she has had multiple eras. I mean, if you're going to be in the music industry for close to 2 decades, I mean, yeah, it's bound to happen that some people will not know who exactly you are, because they were acting surprised. They were like, what type of a wig is she wearing? And that's how I know that a lot of the Nicki Minaj critics don't even know who they're critiquing, because why are you surprised by a Nicki Minaj wig? Like a wig on Nicki Minaj that looks different from others' wigs, and you're surprised. She is the literal queen of wigs and costumes when it comes to female rap, if you guys didn't know, okay? That's so hair coded. That's so early hair coded. Not to even mention that right around the time when she released Starships, she would have that type of a wig, but in color. Yeah, think the green, think the yellow, think the pink, think the red, the animal print. She was doing that. She's been doing that for decades. And for you to try and make it seem like, oh my God, she doesn't know what she knew exactly what she was doing. She is very much on theme with the song that made her get that invite. As for the outfit, what were you guys expecting her to wear to a rocket launch? Like, I know you weren't expecting her to be wearing heels or anything of that sort. She was wearing a t-shirt, a Starship t-shirt. And she was wearing very expensive clothes, okay? Very casual, but pricey clothes. So don't even play on that woman's top. I saw some of you, and I realized that you might not know the type of woman that you're talking to, because, I mean, in 2026, you cannot tell me that a Nicki Minaj wig is something that you're debating. Like, oh, is it appropriate? Is it mainstream? No, she's never done that. She's never waited for anyone's approval when it came to her hair. It was a statement, even back in the day. Now I'm actually convinced that some of the people that we argue with don't even know Nicki Minaj, and I'm convinced that some of them actually probably sing her songs without realizing that it's her, because she's very versatile, because how are you gonna tell me that you know the song Starships, you know Super Bass, but you're shocked at a Nicki Minaj wig? Are you mad? But anyway, she did also take a little video for the Babs. One thing about her is everywhere she's gonna go, she will obviously keep her fans in mind. She was like, oh, let me take a little video for my fans. And I did see Elon thanking her for attending. She also responded, I think, on Twitter. Let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. And she looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. That's all I'm gonna say. Now let's move on to the next thing that we're gonna be talking about. Still speaking about Nicki Minaj, let's talk about Alex, okay, whose last name I cannot pronounce. I'm talking about the Republican. One thing about that man is he does not play when it comes to Onika Tanya Maraj, and he will defend her at any given time. I did see people making jokes on Twitter saying that how the Republicans treat Nicki Minaj is exactly what the saying, go wherever you're loved, means, because those people do ride for her, whether they're doing it from the bottom of their heart or not is another story. So I saw a lot of people joking that they definitely understand why Nicki Minaj made the decision that she decided to make, because the Democrats were not even giving her crumbs, so why should she stay loyal? That being said, Alex was asked about Nicki Minaj, and of course defend her. That he did. And at the same time, he was very quick to throw some, shade towards Advolvo BBO and Bongo 2 fans. The question was whether he thinks that Nicki Minaj is going to bring any form of impact, or whether her influence is relevant, to the Republican Party. And he was like, well, she has built her fan base over the years, so it is safe to say that they definitely do trust, her opinion. So her influence, is a little bit deeper. We cannot compare that to, for example, when Bongo 2 went and shaked her behind at a Kamala rally, or when Advolvo BBO could hardly read a speech at the same rally. Like when I tell you I laughed my behind off, I'm not even kidding, okay? I was like, this man is very brutal. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that, and let me also insert a clip of what Alex had to say.
Man behind You're the man behind Nicki Minaj. That's who I know you as, okay. Basically. So did you courted Nicki and Trump and made that whole thing happen for the both of them?
Well, Nicki and I got in touch through mutual friends, and she's a great person, and her and the president have developed such a great friendship. It's been fun to witness, and she's an incredible person with a massive platform, and we're grateful to have her on our side.
Are her and the president like friends these days? Like, I know that they work together professionally, but what's their personal relationship like?
I would say that they're friends. I would absolutely say that they're friends. Absolutely.
That's great. Could we put some of the rumors to bed? There's a little bit of speculation that sort of like she's cozying up to Trump for, like, say, a visa.
Yeah, that's never happened. That's never happened. There's been no conversations around that. There's been no conversations around any of these rumors that people have been spreading. Nicki has never asked the president for anything. She's only been helpful. She's asked us how she can help us. She's a great person, and I think a lot of the rumors about her are unfounded and quite offensive.
Nothing about the pardon either. I know people, there's speculation online.
No conversation about a pardon has taken place. No conversation about financial payments has taken place. I saw the Wall Street Journal article. I think the Wall Street Journal is a disgraceful paper. They're a failing paper, and they just spread rumors. They're a gossip rag. TMZ is more legitimate news than Wall Street Journal these days.
Well, I mean, always. Thank you. Why do you think those rumors persist? Why do you think people want to discredit Nicki and her sort of political beliefs, saying it must be something sinister, rather than she's kind of just speaking her truth?
Because it's very rare. It's very rare to have somebody as prominent as Nicki Minaj break from the ranks of the celebrity class, which is 100% beholden to the Democrat Party, it seems like more and more celebrities have been coming forward and spending time with the president and Republicans, but what she's done is quite courageous for her. And so you have a lot of haters, you have a lot of losers, and Nicki is great for clicks. And so I think TMZ writes about 500 articles about Nicki every week, and
that's true.
So she's great for clicks, and she keeps some people employed.
Well, last thing, it's interesting, Dems have often had the celebrity support, and Republicans have said, we don't need it, we don't want it, and to the Republicans' credit, they didn't need it. But now that you have got some celebrities coming on board, Nicki's maybe the biggest amongst them. Do you think celebrity support can help Trump, Maga, the political agenda, even though in the past, you've questioned whether it does?
Well, sometimes. I mean, Nicki's obviously well respected by her audience. I think there's levels to fame. Nicki wasn't someone who became famous overnight. She has been famous for 20 plus years, and she's worked hard at her craft, and she's built up a very loyal and dedicated following. A lot of the Democrats' biggest celebrities, they're people who are astroturf. They become famous in 1 second, and they don't actually have much sway with their audience. And so I think it depends on who the famous person is. I'll say when Meg Thee Stallion or Cardi B twerks on stage at a Kamala rally and can barely read a speech, that probably doesn't have much of an impact. But
you're a Cardi hater too?
I'm not a Cardi hater. I think Cardi's a misguided young woman, and she probably needs some help with some personal issues that she has in her life as well.
Gotcha. Hey, Alex, nice running into you, mate. You're the man behind...
Well, there you heard that. Now, let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Arbar and Trim are still going, okay, at it. And this is certainly a beef that I didn't see coming, especially in 2026. It appears Trim is now all for the smoke. I guess she was like, if Ice Spice is not out there giving me any time of the day nor the night, I will take Arbar. She was like, listen, Ice Spice is not available, lottery ticket is not available, okay, give me Arbar, I'll take that. Because a lot of these females were blue ticking her because it's cringy. No matter how much you don't like Nicki Minaj, it's just weird. She's doing the most, and I'm sure no one wants to be associated with that in as far as all the intelligent girlies are concerned, obviously, except for, what's that girl also does the pink color, Mona Leo. Okay, she's the only one that I ever saw coming out to support her. And with Doja Cat, I don't know if she was really supporting her or if she was trolling her, but none of the girls that actually do have any form of pride and some sense want to be associated with that. Because it's just too much. It's creepy. There's a thin line between not liking someone and completely being stupid, because in as much as you may not like the pink lady, to associate with yourself with a replica of that pink lady is not only going to look crazy on that replica, but on you as well, because it's giving, you couldn't access Nicki Minaj, so now you had to settle for Trim, and no one wants that. Nobody wants that. So none of the girls are paying any mind. Not Lato, not Prince, not what's her name? Not Dochi, not Ice Spice, because Ice Spice is the self-proclaimed, and also Nicki called her princess. So technically she's the one who should be battling and fighting to keep that title, but she's like, listen, if you want to take it, Ak, you can take it, Lady Academics, I'm not fighting you that. And Arbar came through right at the right moment when she needs some form of attention, and she's actually giving it to her for free. For someone who said they started rapping yesterday, like last year, I think in an interview she said last year, she surely does have a lot of balls, because she's talking about how can you be a princess when you don't have any hits. I don't know if this generation understands what a hit song is, because I don't think she's ever made it to Billboard. So using the same logic, I don't think she can also crown herself princess as opposed to Ice Spice, who has had multiple Billboard entries. Really, it doesn't work like that, Miss Trim. And I hope whoever is putting the budget behind you has very long money, because they will be disappointed if that return on investment does not work out. Anyway, that being said, still talking about Arbar, it appears that she was also clarifying why she was coming for lottery ticket in that this track of hers, and she's saying it's because lottery ticket started moving weird. I don't know, they had some form of mutual friend and stuff like that, and also that she started calling herself Big Mama when Big Mama is, I guess, Arbar's name. I mean, I know she's always called her Big Mama, but I just wasn't aware that, she had trademarked the name. Neither was I aware that it was only exclusively usable by her, because a lot of people have been calling themselves Big Mama, to be honest. But in the female rap space, I will also give her, just to play a little bit of devil's advocate, I will give her, that she is the one female rapper who has been calling herself that through and through. Now, do I think that is that serious to a point where you have to diss someone for it? I don't think so. But maybe the friendship bit, I absolutely do understand. In as much as Lottery Ticket is a bird, and she's always flying around a chicken, I don't know, quick. I just thought of Rick Ross from nowhere, but you get my point. I understand that lottery ticket has so much bad behavior. I get it, but what Akbar did recently, I was like, oh, you're very weird. Because you know that 21 Savage was out there posting the baby before Lottery Ticket did. And essentially 21 posted the baby before Lottery Ticket. And of course, people are having a key about that to say that what's the point if you guys are trying to hide your relationship? Now you're posting the baby, but you don't post Lato or acknowledge her in any way. And you say, oh, you just want to keep things private. But when it comes to the baby, you are so quick to post it. Like, what is this? So after that, I found it weird that Akbar decided to congratulate 21 Savage, literally take them on Twitter. I don't know, man. I just think that's weird. I mean, if you're not messing with me and you're dissing me and I'm pregnant, and okay, you're entitled to feel how you feel, but now why are you tagging my baby daddy and congratulating him on the baby that I carried in my womb? No matter how much you dislike someone, that's in my own opinion, that's a little bit of crossing the line. Okay, that's very messy. Okay, don't do that. Okay, if you guys have a rapport, a friendship outside of that, please, can you at least go and post it there? Because you cannot tell me that literally 2 hours ago you sat down in a live clarifying why you have beef with me, and now you're tagging my baby daddy, congratulating him on our baby. What the hell? Akbar. But let me insert what Akbar had to say about Miss Trim, and then I'll catch you guys after that.
Trim, hi baby. I don't know you, okay? You trying to be relevant. You keep saying that you don't do this, you don't do that. And now you just like, you keep coming. I don't want you to get delusional when I spank your little dumb ass like you want a mask. Like I pushed you out, okay? Don't get delusional because I never knew you was calling yourself the princess of rap, babe. Like, that title is, you can say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have real skills. You gotta work for that, you know? And I know I'm skilled, right? Yo, anteater looking at, lizard looking at, little girl. Like, girl, you chasing at this point. They done gas you. They gassing you right now. But I don't want you to get delusional because remember, you came for Arbar when you retweeted a tweet that somebody said. I never even knew you. I promise you I don't. And I never dish you. But you know, I don't never sneak this. I aim. Like, I know what I want, my target. So since you want to jump in this water, little bitty, Finding Nemo looking at, girl, you better hope you know how to swim. That's deep. Don't get delusional now. Don't say nobody clout chasing you, because you could have stayed your little ugly ass up out of this shit. Now you want to get in it and involve yourself. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to smoke you like the Newport looking at girl you look like. You feel what I'm saying? You like you smoke cigarette. You like you somebody young old auntie. You dig what I'm saying? I'm going to take your little ugly ass apart. I promise you, this is not my mama. So don't get delusional. Don't get delusional when I come for you. Don't, because you let them gas you. I was never even throwing shots at you. You not even on my radar of bitches that can like, you know what I mean? I got something for you though. You just chill and be patient. I ain't gonna tell you when I'm coming. Just know I don't forget nothing. Okay? Right now my daughter just graduated. Yeah, I got kids your age. But I argue with a dog, bitch, the world know that. So like, and when you step in grown women places, be prepared to get treated like one. Okay? So yeah, got something for you. You just chill, little baby. It is shit that you been wanting. They ain't gonna give it to you. You know, you shoot shots at the Ice Spice. They ain't gonna do it. I'ma do it. Cause get what? I'm a pet ass bitch. Okay? Now I'm finna smoke your little dumb ass. You just let them gas you into some shit. Stupid.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. Now let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. I guess when all else fails, call people Maga. I think that's what people are now doing, because Drake never explicitly came out and said that he is a Republican. But all of a sudden, they're now trying to push the Maga narrative. They don't realize that it's the same narrative that made Nicki Minaj go public. That lady does not like any secret, okay? If she was a Republican for a very long period of time, she's been doing it low-key. She hasn't been, coming out in the public, declaring it. And they started, spreading the Maga rumors before she even came public. They started calling her Maga Minaj before she even met the president. And when they did that, what did she do? She came out and publicly declared, well, I'm Maga. And now they're losing their marbles because they're failing to cancel her despite her doing that. So they're not able to teach anyone a lesson, any of these celebrities, that if you support the Republicans, you're done for. So that's why they're losing their marbles. It's not even about her just supporting the party. It's because they always threaten these celebrities over and over again to say that this is the party that you support if you want to survive in the industry. And now, this little lady they decided to demonize before she even came public was like, okay, I'm going to fully embrace it now. And even after her fully embracing it, they're realizing that it's not doing anything to her, because they had blackballed her all the time. So what else are you going to take away from her? You took everything. Airplay, you did that. You took away airplay from her. You took away awards that she deserved. You took away everything from her. Really. Antagonized her years on end. So now what else really can you do? And I guess that's the route they've decided to take, when it comes to Drake. Because all of a sudden they are saying he should be debunking the White House for using his sound. Are you mad? Are you mad? Does he have control on who uses his song? The same White House that at some point was using Kendrick Lamar's song. We didn't hear you begging and saying that Kenny should come out here and, debunk that. So why does it have to happen when it comes to Drake? And that desperation to push this MAGA agenda is ridiculous. And if they're not careful, they're going to bully another celebrity right to becoming MAGA publicly. They're going to do that. Because now there's a car that he donated to a certain family that's always listening to him, in the car. It's a man and his kids and stuff like that. And he donated, a car to them. And now these guys are digging up this guy's, that man's political affairs. And they are putting it on Drake. They're saying, mind you, this man is Maga, by the way. Mind you, this man is a Republican, by the way. And Drake still is appreciating him as a fan. Stop trying to overlap this entire music-ish and, and political choices ish. It's not normal. That's not democracy. Like, how many times do we have to shout and tell you people that that is not democracy? What do you want him to do now? Before you like my music, tell me, who do you support? It's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. You want him to, to denounce some of his fans and say that everyone who supports, everyone who's Republican, don't listen to my music. Everyone who's Republican, amongst my fan base, I'm not going to support you. Because how is that relevant? He is a fan. A fan who showed love, even during the time when the man was trying to be cancelled. And now Drake cannot reciprocate? You guys you're getting ridiculous, really. And you're just going to push a lot of people further away from the party, the political party, the Democratic Party, if you continue in these ways. And it will have an adverse reaction because now they will look at you as bullies because that's exactly what it's giving right now. Anyway, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. I think today I'll be able to post one more video, you guys. I'm so happy.